Hi everyone, welcome to Research MD. This is Dr. Pramil. I work as a Chief Medical Officer in the United States, also an Associate Professor of Medicine, one of the large medical schools in the United States. We've been doing a lot of lectures looking at the alternative medicine and how does it decrease our blood sugar. Okay, today we're going to talk about the Neem plant. Neem has been used in India in the Ayurvedic medicine for a very long time. A lot of properties we know, but today we're going to teach you how does it decrease the blood sugar. Now, as we know, the incidence of diabetes skyrocketing, right? Every time we see like somebody we know have like diabetes, they're on insulin. So how does Neem affects to bring our blood sugar down? That's the whole purpose of this talk. So Neem contains this product called nimbidin or nimbin. Okay, that is the active ingredient in Neem. And usually, let's look at what happens when we take the food. You got the starch that's converted into maltose by alpha amylase, and then maltose is converted or broken down by alpha glucosidase into glucose, and this glucose enter into our bloodstream. That's why when we check our blood, it goes up. That's a normal pathway, okay? A normal pathway is you take the starch. When you take the food, you have the starch as converted into maltose, and the maltose is converted, is broken down to glucose, enter the bloodstream. In the food also have sucrose, that's also broken down into glucose, so your blood sugar goes up. So what does this active ingredient of Neem, which is nimbidin or nimbin, that inhibit this enzyme alpha amylase, okay? So when this part is blocked and this part is blocked, so you don't have glucose entering into the blood. So less blood in the, less glucose in the blood. Okay, let's look at the other pathway. You got the Neem. When we talk about nimbin, is the active ingredient, it stimulate the beta cells. Like everybody know, you need insulin to get to the glucose from the blood into the cell. Okay, that's our main purpose. So what happens, the more insulin you have, by naturally stimulate the beta cells, that's where insulin is produced, correct? And when it stimulates, more insulin is produced, it helps the blood into the cell. Your blood glucose will go down because there's so much insulin there. Naturally, it's secreted, right? And the other mechanism is over here. It expression of GLUT, glucose transporter 4, on the muscle, on fat, especially skeletal cells. Okay, you need, for the insulin to work, you need to translocate all these GLUT4 receptors into the plasma membrane of the skeletal muscles. Okay, that's why it helps glucose enter into the cell. That helps in the increased expression. So more GLUT4, glucose transporter 4, and the glucose enter into the cell. So what's going to happen? Blood glucose goes down. So we have three mechanisms we talked about. The Neem, how does it decrease our blood sugar? And thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with another presentation soon. Thank you.